Oh, this is not a spring chicken, as you can see. I'm wearing my naked juice hat. Oh, isn't this funny? Because, see, part of it is today it's so windy outside. I'm in front of a green screen. I'm just curious, how happens to be green? Oh, yeah, that's the part that might be naked. Oh. If I had a whole naked juice outfit, I would wear it for you. Just for you, of course. But for now, we'll bring Oldecam on for comment on the headlines of today.
This investigator finds Palin may have violated ethics laws. The word is may have. It says she may have done this, she may have done that, and it may have been unethical. Of course, everybody does it, but in her case, it is a may have. California budget deal reduces prison inmates by 27,000. Well, they say the budget deal is basically killed because the unions are so heavily against it that they're going to axe out. In the state of California, the teachers union is all powerful. What happens is they're going to simply, with no budget, they're going to simply lay everybody off. The teachers don't get anything then as a result. You know, half a cake is always better than a full cake. I love this one. Starbucks swings to profit aided by cost cuts. No. It looks, I mean, everywhere I go, the Starbucks have less and less people in them. The McDonald's have more, and there wouldn't be changing the way they do business to get more people in if they were making money. World's largest telescope to be built in Hawaii. I have no understanding why, because the weather's not the world's most conducive at the higher atmospheres. It rains a lot in Hawaii, folks. You know, rain is not good to see through. And that's something I don't know anymore. Criminal aspects investigated in Jackson Memorial cost. Well, they were planning on 250,000 people, had nearly 4,000 police officers and such, and 1,000 people showed up that didn't have tickets, and they said they were trying to give tickets away to people to get them in because it wasn't the event that everybody thought it was going to be, because they just not, they overdid it on the TV stuff. In fact, if anybody should pay the cost, it should be the television behemoths that caused that thing to happen. House scrutinizing how auto dealerships selected for closure. Well, I think they said like 2 out of every 3 dealerships was a dealership either minority or non-minority owned that basically did not send money to the Obama campaign, and that's sort of ended up profitable. The most profitable dealerships were closed because they also had donated money to a campaign other than the Obama campaign. So, guess how that went. Gates arrest a signpost on Rachel Road. No, because black people tend to get arrested, and white people tend to get arrested, and Latino people tend to get arrested. And in the way the security system works today, old people like me, I mean, my mother, for instance, couldn't walk, was in metal braces, and basically she rang the bells like it was a Christmas tree, and they thought, well, this old woman, she becomes an American Indian, so she must be a terrorist. No, she was an old woman that couldn't walk anymore. Obama on mom's jeans are comfortable. Oh yeah, okay. Is he going to be wearing his wife's skirt next? That's comfortable too, from what I understand from the Scots. Clinton declares the U.S. is back in Asia. Well, I didn't know the U.S. was going in Asia. Only the Democrats were having problems. They don't respect us now, and they laugh at us around the world. You know that you can't become a respected member of the international community unless you stop being bad. They don't care. Finger shaking doesn't work with these people. If they either respect you or they don't respect you. They know that Obama, at the worst he's going to do is he's going to fire missiles into an area, and then they'll just claim that he hit civilians. So Democrats divide on health care overhaul. Well, yeah, they can't figure out how to pay for it, but that's irrelevant because it's too important to do not get done now. If you read what has to be done, you won't pass it. That's what they said. They said no one would support it if they had to take the time to read it. And any time that they themselves would tell you that if you take the time to read it, you're not going to have the support to pass it. That's scary, isn't it? Senate sides with Obama removes F-22 money. No. The Senate sided with the Pentagon. The Pentagon said that things weren't needed. They were too expensive. They were boondoggles that were put in years ago into a budget. They fulfilled the budget. Their cost overruns basically killed the program, and the Pentagon simply was going to go to the F-35, which is a plane that goes across the board. All the services can use it rather than the F-22, which is very narrow. basically the Associated Press poll, great hopes for Obama fading to reality. Well, he thought he was going to get rid of partisan politics. He was going to not do business as usual. It's all partisan politics, and it's all business as usual. That's not what the people elected him to do. They elected him to make change, not to go back to the status quo of when the people on the left did everything their way and couldn't care about anyone else. Treasury attack for lack of transparency. Well, yeah, the Obama administration has a problem with transparency, but does it really matter? Because he's not lived up to one single thing that he said so far. 5 days after the thing is done, so the people have a chance to read it before it's voted on. We're talking 300 pages on the last bill was stuck in before, right before the vote, and then we've got they think 400 to 500 pages on the next one is going to be stuck in before there's going to be a vote. Biden, Ukraine need not worry about U.S.-Russia ties. Well, yeah, because they would simply torpedo the Ukrainians to get a Russian deal. That's how that works, folks. Because Obama thinks that he can roll the Russians. Basically, delays drag as Obama financial reforms advance. Well, because they can't figure out like the stimulus, like his cap and like I said, cap and spend, like health care. They can't figure out how to make anything work. The devil is in the details. People are not happy with the fact, well, we'll pass the legislation, then we'll figure out how to make it work. No, you should figure out how to make it work. Like they said, let's see, Medicare took 1.5 years to figure out how it was going to work. They spent months on Hillary's program to see how to make it work, and they're spending 7 days to try to figure out how to make Obamacare work. Apple product up 15%, stocks down. Well, because what happens is with inversion software, things that go up go down. You don't think the stock market's really up to you, because I just came back from doing an expedition to shopping centers, looking around to see how many people were shopping. The businesses are dead everywhere. Appliance stores are dead. Home Depot is dead. Lowe's, everything is dead across the southern part of the state of California and in Nevada. But we're having records are being broke on people making so much money in the business. Basically, people disappointed by Obama's secrecy. Well, you think that that if he work could stand the light of day, that he would be doing it. That's why it's secret. Pakistan real battle, government versus army. Well, yeah, because the army is actually in charge in Pakistan. They don't like the Muslim separatists. The people that are running the country support the Muslims, so there you have a problem. AMD stock sinks on profit margin lows. Well, because they can't. Computers are not selling like they said. Okay, we go into stores and there's nobody even looking at computers in a lot of stores, which is why the computers still, the store's profit margins are sinking. Like one of the chains is 15% below what they thought they were going to be because they're not selling computers and other big ticket items. Basically, what if I don't want health insurance? Well, get ready to go to jail, folks. That's how it's going to be. Are summits of rich Western nations obsolete? Well, yeah, because the rich Western nations basically think that the world should, do cap and trade, where the new third world countries that are becoming powerhouses say, well, if we do that, we're not going to get to be big and powerful, so we're not going to do it. You people save the world while we help our people. Amazon can't keep its Kindle promises. Well, they found out you can remotely kill things that are on the Kindle, which people didn't like. But money about the Mark Twain of the Animal Kingdom. Having a health care bill that does the work is better than doing anything, better than not doing anything. No, there are times when doing nothing is exactly the right thing to do, which is, they said that if we did nothing on the stimulus, the economy would be exactly where it's at today. The people that said if we did nothing and this would happen were right, weren't they?